Sup everyone, another tarot reading. I swear, since the Aries season passed, it's so much easier for me to actually have the energy to actually do tarot readings. So yay! Thank God for Taurus season. But yeah, I feel like called to do a money reading today. I don't know, came very strongly today. And I was also thinking about today, like, I should make a saturation session for money, but I don't know if I want to just do money in general, or do I want to do one for like a job that I applied to, because I was like, it could be fun working there. So that, or should I do like a saturation session for a brand deal? I don't know. And I was like, so many options. But money is definitely today the theme, which is interesting because it's Tuesday and Tuesday is ruled by Mars. But you know, I think Jupiter is moving into something. Is Jupiter transitioning into a new sign? Okay, let's see. Yes, it's moving from Gemini into, in June. So it's taking a while. Well, whatever. Something about money energy is super strong today. Let's just see it. Also, before I forget, I have the weekly group coaching open for the Inner Circle, which is my little community for those that just want to dive a little bit deeper into their self-development journey. And in the bi-weekly coaching, you can get, first of all, I only choose 5 people, so go get your spot. But for those that just need a little bit more support, I will give you custom shadow work prompts, custom affirmations. You get tarot readings and Reiki sessions then as well. So yeah, for those that are interested, a little bit of an investment in yourself. Okay, let's see. Money situation for the collective. What do we need to talk to today? We have the Two of Swords, and then we have the King of Pentacles. So literally, you have to choose. Do you want to stay on the same money path that you've been staying on for a while, or do we want to upgrade into our most richest timeline, where money just flows in easily, where money just, you know, it doesn't seem like something unachievable, where money is kind of like, let's just call in more money, you know? Oh, no wonder money is the theme today. I forgot I listened to a subliminal overnight about like money. Oh my god. High Frequency Guru, check her YouTube channel out. She has so many good subliminals and they work and they're safe. We have Queen of Swords. Okay, independent energy, but also boundaries. You need to set boundaries with yourself around money. And I'm not speaking in the like, oh, don't spend. I'm speaking of like the way you think and perceive money and the way you use money, you know. You just need to have more different rules for yourself. You can't be thinking, oh, it's so difficult to earn money. Especially for my manifestors out there, it's so difficult to manifest money. And it's not true. It's like your perception of it. Oh, money is gonna run out. It's not. You know, you can call in more money. You think the millionaires worry about that? No. Why? Because they have a different money mentality. We need to start upgrading our money mentality, but also your money self-concept. Do you feel worthy of having more money? Do you think you can handle having more money? Page of Pentacles and Justice. Okay. Karmic balance coming. Okay, your money worry days, money struggling days are coming to an end because you're gonna get ideas, opportunities. Like all of a sudden your brain is kind of like, I could do this, I could do that. All of a sudden it doesn't feel restricted anymore to just one specific income, you know? Why? does that energy come? Because you're starting to open up more to the idea of having more money, and the more comfortable you get around having more money. Literally, one of my affirmations literally is, it's safe to have more money, it's safe to earn more money. Because I can speak for my family experience, where they're kind of like, having more money just brings you more issues. It's just so BS. Like, it's not true. Unless you assume it, and then yes, all of a sudden you get an unexpected bill coming in, or whatever, someone's gonna ask you for money. But it doesn't have to be that way. You're the operant power of your reality. It goes how you say, you know. So we need to balance the scales, you know. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? Hierophant. Everything that you've learned about money, we have to disregard that. And I'm getting a very specific task / homework for you, where I need you to choose every week. Okay, every week you choose a different belief of for money, old money statement, right? And it could be I don't deserve more money, or money just makes problems, since we're on the topic of that. Then the opposite belief is like, no, money is helpful and money is a tool. And then you just have to saturate and saturate and saturate your mind to it. And you can do it however you want. You can literally do affirmations and just whenever you think about money, or you can literally put a timer and just repeat it over and over. But you could also script it. You can put it on post-it note everywhere in your apartment or house, but you really need to saturate your subconscious with it, you know. And also write down every single time money helped you, or something positive with money happened, because we need to rebuild a new belief, and it takes practice, but you also have to do the conscious choice every single day to actually view it differently, you know. What else does Spirit have to say about money? There's not a lot of cards. Okay. We have 2 in reverse. We have 2 of Cups in reverse and the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Currently, you're not committing to yourself and or the story. And also lack of resources and lack of stability internally, especially. Also lack of self-love could be here. And if you, again, it ties into the self-worth and the self-concept that you have around money. We have the 3 of Pentacles here, 3 of Swords. That was the only card besides the 8 of Pentacles that was, you know, came out like that, so I could directly see it. So many money wounds. You need to do a lot of shadow work around money, especially if you grew up in like a family that experienced, it doesn't have to be that you specifically experienced poverty, but your family experienced poverty over generations and generations. And just, you know, I can relate to that. Like, my parents definitely did way better than my grandparents, right? But that money poverty mentality is so ingrained in my parents because of my grandparents and the way they grew up, because of my great grandparents, you know, that literally has an effect, that to the fact that they put it onto me growing up, that I literally had such a bad money mentality, because they're always like, oh, we don't have money, and all those things. Meanwhile, we were literally almost middle upper class, you know, because my father, thank God, was earning well, because they kept repeating like, we don't have money, you know. I thought, I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna be homeless, you know. As a child growing up, when you hear that, it really does shape the mind, right? So now I have to do the job of removing everything that they taught me, basically, you know. And that's where the 8 of Pentacles comes in, the hard work. Literally, you need to. Yes, I know it sucks. I wish for you too that you could just have the best money mentality, that you wouldn't even have to go through that work. But sadly, it isn't. One thing you can do, definitely do, is revise. You can revise your childhood about like how money is, and that does change the current present, because time is not linear, you know. Everything's happening at once. So by you changing the past, by revising, and it's literally take money situations or like memories that you have where it was not so good, or maybe you were ashamed for money or something, or like spending it on something, and just change it in your mind, you know. I literally, my mom went from scolding me and my brother for spending money on ourselves now to actually wanting, whenever we go shopping, to do a haul for them. So yeah, things can change, you know, even people. Then we have the Lovers in reverse, and then the Knight of Cups in reverse. You never make choices to follow your heart, you know. Maybe you do want to have your own business. Maybe you're good at something and it could bring you a lot of money, and you're like, no. Why? Because you were taught that you just have to get a conventional job and stay there for the rest of your life. But maybe it's not, you know, it's a stable income, but it's not what actually fills you with happiness and joy. But also could be it blocks you from believing that you can earn more money, you know, because you have only that fixed income, and you're like, oh, I will never earn more than that unless I change jobs. And but it's not true. You can actually stay at that job if it's not a miserable job, if you actually like going there, but you're like, oh, but I wish I would get paid more. Then you literally just manifest that they pay you a raise, or, you know, literally people manifest that just getting like a bonus, or them just raising them, or getting money from somewhere else and start a side hustle, and all of a sudden the side hustle pays more than the actual job. But you know, there's so many ways that it can happen, but the Lovers in reverse is you not making the conscious choice. Then we have the Seven of Wands and then the King of Wands. So you are defensive about like changing something, because you have this fear of disappointment. Like, what if the vision is just a vision? What if it never happens, you know? What if it's just like wishful thinking, or how the internet likes to say, like, oh yeah, it's just me being Delulu, but nothing might actually happen, which is not true. Things can shift very, very quickly. A couple of more cards, let's see. What I'm just here, like, you're meant to make more money this year, and you either choose it, or you're just gonna pass this year again and just be like, oh, nothing changed, and then the cycle keeps repeating itself. We have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Now you're letting your past hold you back, of like, oh, it was always like this, but it doesn't have to be. Oh yeah, I did like also money shadow work yesterday, so that's very interesting. And I literally just asked the tarot cards. I was like, what's the topic? And the first card that came out was the Knight of Pentacles, and Pentacles is money, so I was like, okay, it's money, I guess. Ace of Swords in reverse. There's a little bit of some brain fog right now happening. Like, you don't know in which direction you want to go specifically. But we have the World card, so like I said, a cycle is ending. So even if you feel like you don't know how to go about it, don't force it. Let your reality show you the possibilities. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, see? Money coming in. And especially if you've been manifesting it. But again, make sure that you do the daily work of paying attention how you think about money. What was it? Yeah, last week, this weekend specifically, I wanted to worry about money just because, you know, my brain used to its wiring, how it used to be. And I was like, why? No, actually, you know what? Somehow it will, you know, it will work itself out. And then boom, I got like a bunch of money, way more than expected. And I was like, okay, see, because I didn't worry, because I didn't let myself to spiral in that. It somehow will work out, you know. Just focus on, like, if you want to focus on a specific number, focus on a specific number. If you right now feel more comfortable on focusing on your self-concept, which I actually recommend the most, because when you can manifest for a specific number, choose a number though that you feel comfortable. Because here's the thing, you can manifest 10k of extra this month, it is a possibility. But if you don't feel comfortable and worthy right now, then maybe we need to work first on like feeling comfortable and worthy, and maybe a smaller amount. You know, you also need to test and show yourself, basically, and that it's possible, that you can, you know, and then you start, you know, scaling upwards. We have the Justice and the Page of Pentacles again. These seem to be like a pair, you know. Your reality is literally going to show you ideas and opportunities on like, okay, we can do this. For example, this week my brain is kind of like intuitively saying like, promote the inner circle, promote the inner circle. And I was like, okay, we're gonna promote the inner circle. Seems like that's the vibe for this week. That seems like how like some more money is gonna come in. So I'll just follow that gut feeling, and then we go. Queen of Pentacles and then the Nine of Wands. Okay, it's about persisting again on your boundaries. No worrying about money. And the thing is, it's gonna be normal. When you think about money, the first thought is gonna be worry or anxiousness or something, where your brain is just so used to like, oh, look at the bank account number. It's so low, or it's not a lot, or whatever it is that keeps telling you. That's the moment when the change happens, when you're like, okay, that sucks right now. I'm feeling this, I'm feeling anxiety, I'm feeling fear. Let me just feel into it real quick and then let it go, and just, you know, you can either affirm in that moment, or you can just be like, somehow it will work out, and then just let it go. And then you're literally opening up the possibility for that money to come in, because you don't let the fear or worry like literally grip its talons into your mind. Okay, let's do some oracle cards. We have the Fairy deck here, and I'm also taking the Decision deck, because I feel like some of you have like a specific idea or need a specific advice on like a money idea or opportunity where you're like, I don't know. Also comment down below, what amount of money are you willing to call in this month, you know? Like truly feel into your heart space right now. What do you feel comfortable like having extra, like a specific extra amount this month? Write it down, claim it in the comments, you know, as a reminder that you're gonna commit. Okay, on end of the month, well, could still happen for April, but I meant more for like May. But yeah, affirmations. Yeah, you need to use affirmations, you know. Affirmations are just thoughts, you know. When I say like, oh, what do I want to eat today, that's an affirmation too. So it's not in that moment. A lot of people are like, oh, I haven't manifested today, and they're like, they mean like by sitting down and doing like a 10-minute saturation session with affirmations throughout the day. You're manifesting 24/7. That's why I sometimes find it even like, obviously I love saturation, like literally if I can affirm for like an hour on this one specific topic, obviously amazing. But sometimes the power lies also within like the random moments when you think about money and it pops up, and you can choose to worry, or you can choose to be like, money always comes to me, you know. Then we have movement. This is for everyone that has a lot of trauma stuck in their body around money. Okay, you need to get it out of your body. Okay, like a workout or something, or some stretching. Then we have connect with nature. Oh no, vegetarian diet, you know. With this one, I actually want you to focus more, instead of like, oh, go veggie, you know, be vegetarian. I'm not a vegetarian, so I'm not gonna be here and say like, yes, do it. But you can definitely heal your body and your chakras with food. So definitely your root chakra might be very unbalanced right now, so veggies and fruits that are red. What else? Blackberries are being shown in the picture, so I think your throat chakra needs some attention too, where you feel awkward about like even asking for more money or like wanting more money. So self-expression. Then we have pregnancy here. Does not mean actual pregnancy. In this case here, it is literally a new life. You're stepping into a whole new life. Then we have divine perfect timing. Okay, so yeah, this video was your confirmation that what it is that you're looking for is happening. Oh, see, also, like I said with the throat chakra, confess your true feelings to yourself. You want more money. There's nothing wrong about that. We all, especially with now where prices are going up and the world state that's happening, you know, you need money. The people in the spiritual community that are gonna be like, don't, like, that's not true, you know. Don't pay attention to those, you know. You are allowed to be spiritual and material. I hate that they try to be like, oh, you can't have, or you shouldn't want nice things, or like, for example, you know, expensive things. Shut up. If you want to live by those beliefs, go ahead. But it doesn't mean everyone else has to do it, okay? Okay, High Priestesses. What do we have here? Okay, yeah. Shadow work, the Black Priestess, is asking you to look within your shadow self, your wounds, okay? You might have some very deep-rooted money wounds. Then we have Vivian, the High Priestess of Avalon, is calling for your name. Look how much green is in the background, so definitely your heart chakra needs also a little bit of some unblocking here. Then you have the power within you. Transmute the energy of your fear into a blessing and basically power, you know. So whenever you get fed up, and this is why I don't know which video I said that, but when you get angry about your money situation, or when you see, for example, other people having money, it might invoke a feeling. And I'm all about feeling your emotions and not suppressing them, especially if you have envy or a little bit of some jealousy. Again, the spiritual community is very much like, don't feel into those emotions, blah blah. Use it to your advantage. You feel anger, you feel jealousy, you feel envy towards people that have a lot of money, instead of like everyone else being in the comment section, because a lot of people are in the comment section then triggered because they wish they could be that person, which I get, you know. But use that energy and reaffirm your new reality. When you see someone just spent like, I don't know, 50 grand on a new car like nothing, and you feel that sensation bubbling up of like, I wish that could be me, affirm in that moment, like, that's me. I see that they can do it, I can do it too. There's no reason why they should be able to do it and why I shouldn't be. No one's better than you, no one's above you. No one's your competition. You don't have competition in your reality because you're the operant power there. Use that energy. Then we have the your High Priestess of Avalon and the magic of water swings. Resonates within you. Do you know about that little ritual of like, speak to your water, use water to heal yourself? Literally, you can tell the water your affirmations. Or even the healing. If you know your specific money wounds, literally use the water to cleanse it out. Detox your body. Okay? The church didn't persecute the witches back then because of the witchcraft that they did. You know, because it was, well, it was outside of the norm of the church, but it was because of the knowledge. Because they knew how to get things they wanted. How to have things play into what it is that they want to. Oh, wait a second. Time limit. Yeah, see, like, they knew things, the High Priestess and all those things. Use water to your advantage. Speak your informations into them. If you have even, if you can write it on your water bottle, literally write on your water bottle, you're rich. Every time you take a sip of water, you get richer and richer. You call in more and more money. Here's the thing. This is your reality, right? Everything is built upon your assumption. If you want to affirm that every time you take a breath, you get more money, people give you more money drops into your bank account, it will happen. You know, play around with it, have fun with it. Don't be too strict about it. Yes, we all feel a little bit off with the money situation because we're all like trying to survive and have overflow and all those things, but literally we have to play around a little bit. And also, especially if you're a woman, you're literally made to create things, you know, that's your specialty. Use it to your advantage. Okay, advice deck. If you have a specific question, feel free to ask it, or if you just want something random, I'm gonna be shuffling. I'm getting the first card. Numbers that might be significant is 6, 18, 17, and 16. Could be literally the days you were born. Number 6 could be your life path 6. A lot of water energy here, so you could be a water sign. So Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Sun, Moon, or Rising, or just in general. Definitely also look into your birth chart what second house placements you have and what... Okay. Second house placements, 8th house placements, 10th house placements, and also where do you have Jupiter. So second house placement is earned money. How do you make money? 8th house is other people's money and resources that you can benefit from, especially if you're like me, where you have heavy 8th house placements. Then 10th house is career, so maybe with a career you can boost it a little bit more, or for those that want to start a side hustle but you're like, I have no idea, go look there. And then your Jupiter, which is literally the planet of money, luck, and expansion. I, for example, have my Jupiter in my first house, so literally I make money with my identity here, you know. And I have the Libra Venus in my 10th house, so literally I thrive in careers where it's about beauty and also balance. And a Libra Venus is just, according to astrology, naturally charming, which I guess I see it to a certain point, but sometimes I'm kind of like, I don't know how true that is. But you know, again, like being a content creator just makes sense. And also because my second house has, what was it? Aquarius and a little bit of some Pisces in there. So spirituality, unconventional ways of making money outside of the norm, you know. So basically my birth chart said you're not meant for 9 to 5 technically, which I'm like, which is very interesting because after my apprenticeship I've never worked. I mean, I worked a 9 to 5 but part-time, you know. I only worked like 3 days of the week and that was perfect. So yeah, okay. The birth chart can reveal a lot of secrets, and the more you read it, the more it's kind of like, everything makes sense now, you know. Especially Libra Venus, all my careers had to do with aesthetics. So, okay, this is the card for you. Jesus Christ. Oh, good. You should do it. It sounds good. It's gonna be positive outcome. Ready, set, go. Literally, the top of the card said, ain't no way you're not gonna do this. I love that for you. I love it so much. So yeah, whatever you've been hesitating on, it's go time. No overthinking, especially now that we have Taurus energy backing us up. It's not impulsivity, it's actually a grounded plan that you can start. So I hope this reading gave you the clarity that you were seeking. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.